At ITP, I teach several courses, primarily in transpersonal theory and research and qualitative research methods, which are two of my big passions. And we've also developed a course called Transformational Teaching and Learning, which I originated here and teach. And it's all about really taking the paradigm that ITP uses, the 6 pillars that ITP uses, the mind, body, creative expression, spirituality, intellect, and community, and looking at how those are integrated into educational environments and how to really become a teacher who can embrace all 6 aspects. And in terms of the other courses that I teach, the Transpersonal Theory and Research class is really a core course looking at introducing students to research in the field, as well as methods that are used in transpersonal psychology. So I'm offering a course on grounded theory, which is a qualitative research method, in the spring. And grounded theory is a very open-ended form of inquiry that really seeks to go very deeply into the subject area that's being studied. So for example, a subject area such as sadness might be studied, or chronic illness in a hospital setting might be studied. And it's really looking at all of the literature that would inform that, as well as all the key players who might have a deep understanding of what that's like. And so a grounded theory would then seek to take all of that information and distill it into a proposed theory of what's actually being studied. So it's really building theory from the ground up, hence the term grounded theory. So my core research question ultimately became, what is it about the pedagogy of ITP that successfully trains good clinicians who have profound presence? So over the next year, I'm going to be looking at how it is that we teach, what it is that we teach, and where our deepest successes are through the lenses of transformational education and leadership, and starting to do a grounded theory exploration into that subject matter. When I came to transpersonal psychology, I often found that I was feeling a little bit in conflict with the roots that are especially grounded in perennial philosophy. And I have been trained as a postmodern feminist thinker. I come out of the humanities, actually, and came to psychology later in my career. And the qualities of postmodernism and feminism that I hold so dear, in terms of really looking at how the interaction of the self with the culture around oneself impacts who and what we become, wasn't really addressed in transpersonal psychology. And so that's been a piece of what I feel like I'm contributing as an essential question into the field, is how do these concepts from the humanities and from other social sciences, such as sociology, becoming integrated into the field? How are we asking questions about what does it mean to have a self? What does it mean to be a self? What does it mean when you take into account all different aspects of diversity into the construction of the self? How is it that we can represent transpersonal experiences cross-culturally, with regard to socioeconomic status, with regard to gender, all of these different pieces that initially weren't really addressed into the field. So I'm hoping that that's something that I contribute to the conversation at ITP and in transpersonal psychology at large.